This is part 2 on the tutorial on how to make the lamb. We finished off with part 1 with making the nose and the mouth, and we had just finished row 12, in which you have 36 stitches around. So we'll go ahead and go to row 13. Okay, so row 13 is 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then we're going to crochet 2 stitches together. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to crochet 2 together. Now with this yarn, what I do is, okay, you go into your first stitch, you pull through like normal, you go into your second stitch. Now once you go through your second stitch, I go ahead and I find my next stitch, which is right here, and I go ahead and I keep my ring finger in the back of it so that I don't lose it. Because once you pull through and you single crochet these 2 together, you have this massive gap in between where your next stitch is and the stitch you just made. So it helps me remember where it's at. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4. That was 4, and then we got 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and then we have these last 2 together. Okay, go ahead and place the marker back. And let's go ahead and stuff this face. So just go ahead and get your stuffing. You make sure all your yarn tails are up in there. And just put some stuffing in his face right now. Okay, so that's a start with the stuffing. We'll go ahead and we'll stop right there, and we'll just go ahead back to crochet. So that was row 13. Row 14 is 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches and then 2 together. So right now we have 30 stitches around. So let's go ahead and do 1 single crochet in the first 3 stitches. So 1, sorry about that, my camera was slipping. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to do 2 together. And then again, 1, 2, 3, and now 2 together. One, two, three, and now 2 together. One, two, 3, and now 2 together. Sometimes the yarn gets caught up. It's no big deal. This yarn, you gotta be patient with it. One, two, 3, and then 2 together. One, two, 3, and okay, I got 3, and then I got these last 2 together. Okay, so that was the end of row 14. You now have 24 stitches around. For row 15, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches and then 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 together. One, 2, 3, 4, and 2 together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have these last 2 together. Okay, so that was the end of row 15. We now have 20 stitches around. Row 16 is 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches and then 2 together. One, 2, 3, and then 2 together, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 together, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 together, 1, 2, 3, and then these last 2 together. Okay, so that was the end of row 16, and we now have 16 stitches around. So we'll go ahead and put some more stuffing in our sheep's head here. Lamb, sheep, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Okay, so you want to shape your face. It's the most important part. You want it to have an elongated but regular. There. So we'll stop right there. We'll add some more stuffing after we do another row or 2. Okay, so row 17 is 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 together. So go find our place here. So 1, 2, and then 2 together. And repeat. 1, 2, and then 2 together. One, 2, and then 2 together, 1, 2, and then these last 2 together. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit more stuffing. Okay, so it's turning out to be a nice round head. It's probably enough stuffing altogether, but we'll see after we do next round here. Okay, so we now have 12 stitches around. Row 8 is 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 together. So 1 single crochet and then 2 together. Since there is stuffing in there, just kind of keep your finger here so when you push through, you don't grab the stuffing. Do 1 and then 2 together. One, 2 together. And then 1, and then these last 2 together. Okay, so that's the end of row 18. We now have 8 stitches. So this is your last opportunity. If you want to go ahead, just put a little bit more stuffing in there. Okay, so I think I got plenty of stuffing in mine. So row 19, which is the last row here, is going to be 2 together 4 times. So 2 together once, 2 together twice, 2 together 3 times, and then crochet together these last 2 here. Okay, and then just go into your next stitch and do a slip stitch, and then cut yourself right just about like 4 or 5 inches of a yarn tail. Go ahead and pull that little tail through, and then go ahead and take your yarn needle and just weave in and out of these last few remaining stitches that you have. And then just pull it tight. That closes up the little hole that you had. And then just pick any stitch that's nearby, and we're going to knot off this little tail. And weave this in here. And then just go ahead and snip it. And there is the head for your lamb. So just set that aside. This is the end of part 2 of this tutorial. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you've liked it so far. Subscribe and keep an eye out for part 3. I'll add the link in the description. Thank you for watching.